Welcome to From Chains to Godliness, where truth is spoken, lives are changed, and voices from the inside are heard.
Tonight, let us simply quiet ourselves and listen to the Word of God.
Thank you for joining me as we unfold the Bible together, one chapter at a time. So let's get to it.
2 Samuel chapter 3, verse 1. Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. But David grew stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul grew weaker and weaker. Verse 2. Sons were born to David in Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon by Ahinoam the Jezreelitess. Verse 3. His second, Shaliab, by Abigail, the widow of Nabal the Carmelite. The third, Absalom, the son of Michal, the daughter of Talmaiah, king of Geshur. 4. The fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital. Verse 5. And the sixth, Ithream, by David's wife Eglah. These were born to David in Hebron. Verse 6. Now it was so, while there was war between the house of Saul and the house of David, that Abner was strengthening his hold on the house of Saul. Verse 7. And Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah. So Ish-bosheth said to Abner, Why have you gone into my father's concubine? Verse 8. Then Abner became very angry at the words of Ish-bosheth and said, Am I a dog's head that belongs to Judah? Today I show loyalty to the house of Saul your father, to his brothers, and to his friends, and have not delivered you into the hand of David. And you charge me today with a fault concerning this woman? Verse 9. May God do so to Abner and more also, if I do not do for David as the Lord has sworn to him. Verse 10. To transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul and set up the throne of David over Israel and over Judah, from Dan to Beersheba. Verse 11. And he could not answer Abner another word because he feared him. Verse 12. Then Abner sent messengers on his behalf to David, saying, Whose is the land? Saying also, Make your covenant with me, and indeed my hand shall be with you to bring all Israel to you. Verse 13. And David said, Good, I will make a covenant with you. But one thing I require of you, you shall not see my face unless you first bring Michal, Saul's daughter, when you come to see my face. Verse 14. So David sent messengers to Ish-bosheth, Saul's son, saying, Give me my wife Michal, whom I betrothed to myself for 100 foreskins of the Philistines. And Ish-bosheth sent and took her from her husband, from Paltiel, the son of Laish. Verse 16. Then her husband went along with her to Beream, weeping behind her. So Abner said to him, Go, return. And he returned. Verse 17. Now Abner had communicated with the elders of Israel, saying, In time past you were seeking for David to be king over you. Verse 18. Now then do it, for the Lord has spoken of David, saying, By the hand of my servant David, I will save my people Israel from the hand of the Philistines, and the hand of all their enemies. Verse 19. And Abner also spoke in the hearing of Benjamin. Then Abner also went to speak in the hearing of David in Hebron, all that seemed good to Israel, and the whole house of Benjamin. Verse 20. So Abner and 20 men with him came to David at Hebron, and David made a feast for Abner and the men who were with him. Verse 21. Then Abner said to David, I will arise and go and gather all Israel to my lord the king, that they may make a covenant with you, and that you may reign over all that your heart desires. So David sent Abner away, and he went in peace. Verse 22. At that moment the servants of David and Joab came from a raid and brought much spoil with them. But Abner was not with David in Hebron, for he had sent him away, and he had gone in peace. Verse 23. When Joab and all the troops that were with him had come, they told Joab, saying, Abner the son of Ner came to the king, and he sent him away, and he has gone in peace. Verse 24. Then Joab came to the king and said, What have you done? Look, Abner came to you. Why is it that you have sent him away, and he has already gone? Verse 25. Surely you realize that Abner the son of Ner came to deceive you, to know you're going out and you're coming in, and to know all that you are doing. Verse 26. And when Joab had gone from David's presence, he sent messengers after Abner, who brought him back from the well of Sarah. But David did not know it. Verse 27. Now when Abner had returned to Hebron, Joab took him aside in the gate to speak with him privately, and there stabbed him in the stomach, so that he died for the blood of Asahel his brother. Verse 28. Afterward, when David heard it, he said, My kingdom and I are guiltless before the Lord forever of the blood of Abner, the son of Ner. Verse 29. Let it rest on the head of Joab and on all his father's house, and let there never fail to be in the house of Joab one who has a discharge or is a leper, who leans on a staff or falls by the sword, or who lacks bread. Verse 30. So Joab and Abishai, his brother, killed Abner, because he had killed their brother Asahel at Gibeon in the battle. Verse 31. Then David said to Joab and to all the people who were with him, Tear your clothes, gird yourselves with sackcloth, and mourn for Abner. And King David followed the coffin. Verse 32. So they buried Abner in Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner, and all the people wept. Verse 33. And the king sang a lament over Abner and said, Should Abner die as a fool dies? Verse 34. Your hands were not bound, nor your feet put into fetters. As a man falls before wicked men, so you fell. Then all the people wept over him again. Verse 35. And when all the people came to persuade David to eat food while it was still day, David took an oath, saying, God do so to me, and more also, if I taste bread or anything else till the sun goes down. Verse 36. Now all the people took note of it, and it pleased them, since whatever the king did pleased all the people. Verse 37. For all the people and all Israel understood that day that it had not been the king's intent to kill Abner the son of Ner. Verse 38. Then the king said to his servants, Do you not know that a prince and a great man has fallen this day in Israel? Verse 39. And I am weak today, though anointed king, and these men, the sons of Zeruiah, are too harsh for me. The Lord shall repay the evildoer according to his wickedness.
Hey friends, I want to take a moment to invite you into something bigger than all of us. In Matthew 28:18-20, Jesus gave us a clear mission. Go and make disciples of all nations, teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. If this podcast encourages you or helps you grow in your walk with Christ, would you consider joining me in taking the word to the world? Whether it's by sharing this episode, praying for the mission, or supporting the work. Let's teach to obey, not just to know. Let's go together. Well, that completes this chapter. So thank you for joining me as we read through the Bible.
Thank you so much for listening. For full lessons and deeper study, visit the blog at theparkprisonministry.org.